Good morning, Avery. Welcome back to RDLP. I'm your Prince of Play, Solon, and we are back with more Hustle Cat. And I just, every time I get to sit down and play this game, I'm like, oh, what a blessing. I'm gonna play this cute cat game. I just am so charmed by it. I'm so like, yee! We're gonna turn into a cat. And Avery's gonna freak the frick out. And yeah, when we last left off, our hero found the Necronomicon and a decoder ring for the Necronomicon. And apparently, as it says in the text here, has been doing this for days. This, I'm assuming, is not preening himself with his newly slick coat of fur. I'm assuming doing this means trying to decode the Necronomicon, which is the key to his or her or their, because you could pick your pronouns. And, oh, check this, check this. You can pick your pronouns and change them at any time you want. Like, whatever you want to play as. If you want to, like, change halfway through, all the characters will be like, cool, awesome, good change. Yeah, we've been cursed to become a cat for not reading our contract, so we wanted a job so bad that we'd even become a cat to do it. We've been kind of looking at these underlying themes of what it means to be young and diving into the labor force, and it's like, well, you know, this is pretty accurate. This is pretty much what it looks like and feels like to dive into a new job as like a young person. It's like, well, I don't have experience and I don't have all the fancy degrees that all these cush wealthy person jobs wants. I'm just a normal guy, and guess I'll take this cafe job. Oh no, now I'm a cat. Now I have to work to feed myself as a cat now. Yeah, the trials and tribulations of being someone young in the labor force. It's like, yeah, this is the realest of games. This is the realest of games. So, just like in real life, we have been at our newest hobby, decoding our curse to make our job easier, to make it less painful, to make it, like, you know, easier to transition into this new job and not become a cat, hopefully. We've been at that curse-breaking job for days now. I wake up, go to work, come home, lose myself in the grimoire, and barely make it to bed right before the sun comes back up. I like Avery saying that they lose themselves in the grimoire. They're just like, what a good book, it's just a page turner, really. It's just, we're having so much fun reading our contractual obligations to the dark worlds of magic. Well, I guess we're not sleeping much either. The important part about all this so far is that this means that we've skipped ahead a couple days. There's some things that Avery knows that we as the players don't, and that's important to know. Lather, rinse, repeat. The honeymoon period is over, as they say. Listen to me. I'm calling the thing a grimoire now. Can't stop reading the dang book, or mumbling to myself, I guess. Seriously, there's all this stuff about witches, covens, powers. I've never seen anything like it. Sometimes I don't even understand the words on the page, but they make me feel strange when I read it. Powerful, I guess? Full of the tingly-winglies. Like, if I keep going, they'll suddenly click into place and I'll learn something unknowable. It's getting to me, though. I feel haggard. My coworkers have pointed out I'm getting some wicked bags under my eyes. I haven't told them about the book. I bet they think I've just been up playing video games or something. Mochi knows, though. Mochi's looking at me like, Mrr. What's with you? You're so friendly lately. Since when do you sit in laps? They do say that witches get familiars. And Mochi's gonna be our familiar. Fat sack of crap, Mochi, for our familiar. No. That's ridiculous. I'm getting way ahead of myself here. Not becoming a witch. Been trying some of this stuff in the book out, though. Becoming a cat. Let's focus on what we are becoming. God, I'm just trying to become an adult, right? I'm just trying to grow up and be an adult and take care of myself, become independent. You never really find true independence. You're always responsible for something. You can't just walden yourself away out into the woods, because you're still then responsible for those woods. Just a bit. Just a bit. Trying a little bit here and there, little witchy stuff like, when God will have your side, you can't blame me for that. If I want to, you know, kind of become a witch. Whatever, hear me out, okay. I think I managed to move a cola can with magic. Hell yeah! Maybe it was balanced weirdly or something and it fell on its own. But it kind of felt like it worked. Definitely been reading this gibberish book for too long. Should stretch my legs or something. Right, Mochi? Yeah. Yes. Mochi's got that Waluigi voice. See? Waluigi, see? Even Mochi agrees. And he hates exercise. Mochi's my favorite Garfield. I could garf with Mochi all day. Hey, it's actually pretty early. Reading a dusty tome all night actually reset my sleep schedule to a normal one. Right? Gotta celebrate with some coffee, breakfast, a nice walk. Hit the Mickey D's, get your McCafe, and just be like, cheers to me managing to stay up so late that it is the morning again and my sleep schedule is reset. That's like the best feeling. When did I become a coffee drinker anyway? Who hooked you? It's not bad at all now that I've gotten used to it. The stuff I drink is actually a real shade of tan now. My palate is refining every day. As someone who has worked in a coffee shop for years, yeah. I managed to make it a couple years working coffee. You do get used to coffee. You get used to it. I still don't like it. I'm never gonna choose to drink it, but it does get better over time. I now have a palate for coffee if I were to try it, and that's really weird. Like, you're learning your magic, you're learning how to become a cat, picking up your palate for coffee. Avery's really growing up, all things considered. You know, curse aside. I kinda just want a big old cheese Danish or something too. It's that corner store down the road. Or there's a certain cafe that you might, you know, want to join in on. Been in there for a lot of other stuff, and their breakfast pastries look real good. Could also just stop by the cafe. This is our first time seeing Avery out and about. Not in any rush to go any one place or another. Just hanging out with Jules. Third floor Jules. I bet someone's hanging around who could make a nice fancy coffee or something. We're going to work. Let's get some from work. You know what? Why waste money when I can just get some coffee for free at the cafe? Still not real great on that water-coffee grounds ratio, but better I learn with myself than with customers, right? Last time I tried to make coffee was a disaster. It came out this gross brown water. Gotta love your gross brown water. Really have to do this right. That's such a shame, because it's not like, it's really not rocket science. No matter how you make coffee, if you're just making it from grounds, if you're making espresso, it's just a couple, you know, motor skills. You just memorize them and then it's done. It doesn't look like anybody's here yet. There's some lights on in the cafe and on the floor above, but I don't see anyone moving around inside. Someone's gotta be here. Maybe I was wrong about people coming here on their days off? Is it really just gonna be me? Hanging out at work like I got nothing better to do? Alright, I'll just go make some coffee, figure out what else to do for the day. Luckily I just got my key. I can unlock the door and let myself in. Hey, we're key holders now. Look at this guy go. That's great. Good old Avery. Even though there are no people here, the cafe still feels busy with all these cats milling around. There goes Hash Brown, bossing some other cat around like usual. Now is making eyes at his own reflection on the floor. Kotick's a cute little ball by the window. Marina and Ian are catching some sun. Aw, Junta has his paw around one of the other cats like they're spooning. Who is it? I peek in closer to get a look and maybe a photo. And I see a little seal point nose sticking out. I pause. Oh, wait, is that Hayes? Aww, they're so cute. His ear flicks and one eye shoots open. Looks like he takes a moment to register what's happening, but once he does, his eyes dilate to the size of saucers. Avery? His tail puffs up and he backs away from Junta at a surprising speed. He bumps into the wall and then hops a solid 6 inches in the air in shock. Hayes, calm down, calm down. It's just me. I like hanging out with the cats. Junta was crying a lot and then I sort of, oh, please don't make fun of me. Junta is one of our newest cats. He's a sweetheart stray we found wandering the streets, but he scares easily, so he gets clingy sometimes. Why would I do that? That's really sweet of you. Slowly I reach down and scratch Junta behind the ears. He's confused by all the commotion, but doesn't seem too stressed about it. A human turning into a cat is very confusing for a human. I'm sure it's very confusing for cats, too. But you're so thoughtful about the cats. It's great. Oh, I guess so. Thanks. I'm jealous, actually. I wish I could sleep in a pile of cats. It's pretty nice. He seems to have calmed down a bit, thankfully. How about some coffee? I could go for a cup, and I bet you could, too. Let's go for a cup coffee. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna change back. Don't look, okay? Just turn around, close my eyes. Despite being around all these cursed cat people, I've never seen a transformation in progress. Maybe it's not something I'm supposed to see. Anyway, it's probably like rude or creepy, like watching someone get changed, so I'm not gonna peek. Okay. Would you like a cappuccino? I'll go make us some coffee. That's what we're here for. Good stuff. Score! I don't have to mess with the coffee machine. I don't have to pay for coffee. Let's just enjoy it. I sink into my favorite spot on the big circle couch and take a big ol' sip of my coffee. I could sit here all day. Maybe I will. Hey! Avery, you're here early. Yeah, I thought I'd come by, see what everyone else is doing. I've been cooped up in my house too long. Good to see ya. I'll be around doing some handiwork, but let me know if you need anything. Oh, don't worry about me. Sounds like you're busy enough. Now who's coming in? All right, guys, like, chill. Hey, come here. I make the choice to come here specifically to hang out with everyone. Hey, everybody. So, Avery, what breed are you? Do you know yet? Excuse me. Cat. I mean, like, what breed of cat are you? Sorry, is it still a sensitive subject? No. Nothing's happened to me since the day I grew a whisker. Figured it'd take more time. I didn't! I figured we'd be popping like one day, next day, third day, fourth day, you're a cat. And on the fourth day, the Lord beckoned to him and say, "You are cat now. Go meow at things and catch birds and shit." That's strange. I turn in about a week. See what I'm saying? 7 days. Yeah, me too. Little do they know, I have not turned, for I am now a witch. I am a witch and this is wonderful. Hayes nods from the other couch. This wouldn't be the first time Avery's slow on the uptake. Are you just standing there, just waiting for a chance? That's my boy. Of course not. He totally was. I love that Reese is too cool for me. They're right though. Playing with that book made me totally forget about the curse. And it made the curse totally forget about you. Why haven't I seen any changes since then? I still think it's that spell tag. I think Graves is hooking us up with stuff. Well, I'm gonna do some laundry. Let me know whenever you find out. I'm betting you'll be a silver tabby or something pretty like that. You go do that, Landry. Wait, who? What? Sorry, I got confused there for a second. Who's doing laundry? I hope the type of cat I become is still a person. I want to be a person type of cat. Reese rolls his eyes and flops down on the long row of seats to the side of the cafe. He settles in with a spiral-bound sketchbook. Finley picks up a large bag, trundles towards the stairs. Is there like a laundry machine up there? Yeah, in Graves' apartment. He lets us do laundry there for free. Do cat people even have laundry? Like, would you just turn into a cat when you get home? Wait, Graves lives here? Of course! That's what you do when you're a small business owner. You make sure you get something with a top level, like, housing thing. Duh. Duh. Third floor is his apartment. Shouldn't we see him, like, all the time? He's basically a ghost as is. He's usually out until real late at night. Leaves pretty early in the morning. I don't think he sleeps. Bet he sleeps in a fancy coffin. I just mean he's really busy. He takes care of all the administrative stuff for the cafe, after all. I mean, it's just one cafe. It's not gonna take all of your time, a lot of your time, because when you're, you know, running a small business, it takes a lot of your time. You can still, like, go home on the weekends. Better get to work. That ramp isn't gonna build itself, after all. Landry gives me a little wave, then disappears in the back. We're making a new cat ramp? No new little cat ramp over here? He's back a few minutes later with hands full of lumber and a roll of carpet. Ooh, we are making new cat ramps. Why? So that's why that stuff's in the basement. Sorry, it might get a bit noisy in here. It's no problem with me. I love a man who can work with his hands. I suppose if you must. Landry and Reese go back to work. A few minutes later, I hear Finley. I peek up at the balcony and she's fiddling with a laptop or something. Everybody seems to be keeping themselves busy. Yeah, everyone's kind of got like a side project in this place. Maybe I should help one of them. Ooh, I know who we're gonna help.